use of table, use of word count, and frequency of value. So first programs we are going to so program is there. Write a PHP program to process the file which contain English word where each word is separated from next word. That means we have to give one space. So two things are there in PHP. We are going to give the white space or we are going to give some array space. So there are two ways. First way giving white space is nothing but we are going to make the count array 0. Once you give the array value, so 0, 2, 4, 6, that also can be displayed. Suppose you want to write the TOC. So TOC position of T, position of C, sorry, O, position of C, position of E. These are going to identifying with data. That means we are going to, first line, we are going to use some function. Which function? To count the word. Fine. So whatever counted word we are going to store as the dollar symbol, that dollar symbol we are going to count in array space. Then we are going to check the separate. What we are going to check? Phrase. So for each dollar phrase as a phrase, that means whatever words are there, that word we are going to explore. So yes, dollar phrase is nothing but variable. There we are going to store the word. That they are telling it cannot be appeared twice in the table. So once they are going to appear twice in the table, that means we are going to identifying the word. So first line function, which function? Counting the word. Second line array space. Third line for each separate function. Fourth one word explored express. Fifth one word count, and then we are going to use the regular expression. So regular expression is nothing but A to Z, small a to Z, and capital A to Z. And then we are going to check the blank space. Blank space is what? Double quoted. So double quote we are writing. What we are searching? We are searching dollar word. So where we have defined dollar word? We have defined dollar word top, you see, for each dollar word as a dollar word. So that we are going to count to equal to 1. 1, what is the 1? A space. That means S count. They are going to count 0, 2, 4, 6, etc. So one count they are going to increase. First paragraph. Second paragraph, you see, they are going to take the text.txt. What is text.txt? We are going to get some content from where? From some file string. So read the file content into a string. So a string is a multiple variable that we are going to identify the content with given variants. These are the file that we are going to display in S file. Second one, str file.get content file. So once we are going to read the file, that value we are going to store. So they read file into array. Next one, what we have, we are going to use some phrase. What is phrase? It is going to store your file. If it is opening or if it is not opening, cannot read the file or cannot open the file. So we are using the do and die situation. Do means perform the task. Die means not performing. Error 404, 504. Right? So we are going to steer one array that will take the count to display the body of the given content to identify the task. These are the words we are going to use for content identifier. So first part, we are going to check the space. Second part, we are going to read the file from count. And third part, we are going to sort. What we are going to sort? Whatever we have counted. So those sort we are going to count based on the available data, based on the available value. So once you assign the value with available task, there we are going to use the count operators. There we are going to assign the task parameter. There we are going to assign the task underscore operation. Which operation? Print underscore r. What we are going to do r? That means we are going to count that array. So count equal to get underscore word underscore count is phrase AR sort is count. Okay. So this is the basic parameter. So similarly, once we are going to use this parameter, we are going to some text file. What is a text file? Ram, Syam, Raj, something, Hari, Mahesh, Shiva. That means we are going to store, write some text file that have to appear in to the screen. So how it will appear? It will appear with PHP file. It will appear with PHP application. So text file, some value. So execution, we have to save this PHP file as a text file in some location. Which location? XAMPP, not in the simple C or D. So we are going to save in the XAMPP location. where XAMPP always will be in the C drive. So XAMPP, then open the command prompt, we can run and then press enter. XAMPP PHP, press enter, then type the PHP hyphen F. What is F? Nothing but file name. So whatever your file name you have given, file name.php, once you enter, it will display the value. So see here, you're going to use the sum. So which position? Second position, first position, third position. So whatever position you are going to identify, that is going to check. So this file, we are going to read the file from, PHP. We are going to read file from PHP, store some value, and going to declare the space content data. That is all about the first program. Fine. So PHP program for process the file that contains some word, each word separated to the next word, line by one space. So see here, we are doing something no. So second word, 2, 1, 3, Raj. So this file something written TOC. So it will come T, then O, C, E. So what is the advantage? We are going to use the content application. That is about your first basic program. Second one, you have the file. There we are going to run some parameter. There we are going to run some application. There we are going to run some task. So which task? So file content line of imply data that is having some value. Which value? Name of all the employee with name is end with son. A file content line imply data with name is son. Second one, PHP program generator. What they're going to generate? Name of all the employee with name is start with son. Ramson, Mohanson, whatever data is given. Then percentage of employee under 40. So condition 1, name should be end with son. Condition 2, employee age must be under 40. Condition 3, average salary of employee under 40-year-old. So first condition what they are given? Name. Second condition, year, age. Third condition, salary with particular age. And fourth condition, employer are having salary name at this one, right? So these are the four conditions we are going to use. So file, you have to create one file such a way that content all the four parameter. What are the parameter? First one, imply. What imply? Name with end expression. Second one, we are going to use with file parameter. Third one, age. Fourth one, salary. And then alphabetical list we have to display. So simple. Again, file content we are going to store somewhere, right? So for what we'll do, we'll start with PHP, okay? $file. What is that file? In that file, imply detail we are putting. So imply.txt or file1.php. These are the content data. So S file equal to imply.txt. Next, str file get counts. Okay, str count gets counts means that means or not opening. So S dot dollar file equal to employee.txt. Second one, file dot get content data, and third one, it is not opening. If it is not opening, that means we are going to use the S phrase. So what is dollar phrase? It is going to contain some file to reading the array. So once you are going to store in array, that means you are finding some string. str equal to file dot get content or is not opening. Similarly, s dot phrase equal to file or die cannot be opened from file. Fine. So once you use this file, then we are going to display with the given application. So we are going to print HTML, head, title, then some file title name, lab1, lab2, right? So background color, something you have given. File contents are, what are the file contents that we are going to store in file.txt or sorry, imply.txt. Then we are going to print. What we are going to print? Name of that in of SON. So we are going to create some new array. That array contains some phrase. That array contains some application. So this phrase, for each application, we are having some phrase and S phrase. So this word parameter, we are going to display PRG split. Second one, S phrase. So result is nothing but PRG match with quoted sun, dollar word equal to 0. So if result equal to 1, that means it is going to check the 0 array. Result equal to 2, going to check the second array. So 0, 1, 2 means third array. So that means result equal to PRG, pre-registration matching. What they are matching? Some value. So word equal to 0. If word position 1 less than 40, that means what we are counting 40? Age. Second parameter we are counting the word position 1, age. Once you count the age position, then we are going to take the under 40 imply plus plus. Why? Because we are going to use the increment operator. Those increment operators are having the total sal. Now counting third one, total salary. So dollar total salary plus equal to word 3. That means if salary word or salary count greater than 40,000, three all conditions have to satisfy. First one, name end with son, that we have given here. Name end with son. Which one? Last one you see. Name end with son. Word equal to p days split. Phrase then matching. What they are matching? Name last with son. Once they check the name, then second we are checking the under 40. The age should be under 40. Third one we are checking the salary more than greater than 40,000. So array. Push array what we are going to do? We are going to store some value. Which value? The array content value. So count equal to size of S phrase. There we have the SPER equal to under 40 into 100 divided by count, means total calculating salary. Then average salary, total salary divided by under 40 imply salary. Those two conditions we are checking. Once you check all the three conditions, then we are going to print this value. What is going to print value? Percentage of employee under 40 is $PERC. Where is PERC? We have first defined. See here, we have defined PERC in first one. PERC for last count value, right? So $PERC equal to 0, count equal to 0. So then we are going to display the $PERC. Second one, we are going to print the average salary of employee under. So what we have taken? We have taken sorting. Which we have taken sort? SORT, sort new array. So new array we have stored some value that we are going to sort. Next, sorted list of employee under 40 and salary is greater than 40,000. That we have to display. Then printing the array value into the new value. That means we whatever text value are there that we are going to display. And last one, array value equal to new array, that means a body identification. So name is Johnson, age is 35, and salary is greater than 40 means 95,000. First one, second one not 35, third one not satisfied. So you can create any file. Which file I'm talking about? Text file. There we are going to create the value that can have the array string application, that can have the array task application. These are the data of second program. Fine. So how we are going to do? We are going to execute outcome. How we'll get? We'll get the value, save the file PHP. Where we are going to save? We are going to save the file in the C:\jam htdocs. There file name .php. Then htdocs, just you open the localhost 2.php. Once you open it, it have to display like that. File content are array 0 equal to Johnson, MCA, Akash. So these are the value they have given, right? So which value you are given? Implied or text value. Johnson, Mahesh, Watson, all three value. Which is satisfying? First one is satisfying, right? So 0 array, Johnson value. First array, Akash value. Second value, Watson value. So Johnson and Watson are satisfying the condition, and first not condition. So sorted list of array is and Johnson. That means 0 imply under 40 with salary, imply under 40 with salary more than 40, salary is under 40. These are the two conditions that we are taking. That is known as conditional operation of PHP data derivation. This is your second program. So these are the two text programs that you have. First one, reading the data from text file. Second one, reading the data with conditional operators. Reading the data with condition and parameter. These are the parameters that can be identified with text data and identification. Text data and control, right? So these are the basic data. Fine. So next third program. Third program, it is very easy. Cookie and session. What is the use of cookie and session? So cookie are going to check the status of your system. Cookie are going to check the previous existing data of your system. Cookie are going to check so how much time cookie are running. So cookie is nothing but it is a method that we are going to identifying to check last visited time. So once you log into your website or log into your best example, log into your internet banking site, there it will show you the last login. So how they'll come to know? They will take the cookie and store the data that can be derived with their operation. That is the cookie operational data. Fine. So cookie are the parameter that can be identifying to perform the task. Theory question also they will ask what is the cookie? Explain the component of cookie. There also you can write the 4-5 lines in this example only. So third A program what we have, write a PHP program that store the current data, sorry, date and time in cookie to display the last visited. So how they are going to visit it last? That means we have to the time. If one thing, if date and time is not there in your system, can are able to check the cookie? Anyone? Suppose you have disabled your date and time of your system. Can we able to check the cookie? I'm asking you people, anybody is there or all are left?
Yes, sir.
Can we able to check the cookie if date and time is not there in the system? Yes, we can. For that, we have to run the stackle. What is stackle? Stackle is a parameter that they are going to identifying with given cookie and code application, given cookie and data application, given cookie and task performance, given cookie and data identifier. These are the tasks that we are going to perform with stackle cookie data and identifying the system. Stackle cookie data and perform the activity. Fine. So here, first one we are taking the cookie means that have going to check the your page count. How they're going to check the page count? $days equal to for 30 day, 24 hour, then 60 minute, 60 second time. That is the one cookie count. So set cookie equal to my cookie, that is stackle, date equal to G M D Y. M is month, D is date, and Y is year. So you can put MMDDYYY also as a date we have declaring nothing but. So set cookie is a parameter that can going to issue value with isset operator. So isset is going to count the cookie with given cookie value. So once you check the isset cookie value that can be count with my cookie operation, right? Then we are able to see the your last visit on which one last. How they're going to check the last? Because they are going to check the value from my cookie is the first visit. If the data is not stored, that means it is your first visit. This is very simple program. What you have to remember, set cookie, then is set, ISSET, that we are going to use for setting the cookie, where my cookie data. And we are going to explain the visit data to identifying the cookie stacker operators. Fine, this is the first part. Second part, what we are going to do, same you are going to save somewhere and then we are going to display your last visited time by the system they are going to see. That is the cookie. So simple we can say that cookie is a stored parameter that going to fetch the identifying the value with given application. These are the parameters that can be identifying to check the cookie status and identifying the task component. Check the cookie status that can have the performance activity. Check the cookie status that can check the value and identifying the task. That means we are going to use the cookie to perform the activity and identifying the task with given performance, identifying the task with given parameter. These are the parameter that can have the multiple tasks, right? So this is a cookie and next one we have the session. So what is session? Session is a time that we are going to count with viewing the application. Session is a count that we are going to see the increment operator or decrement operator in web parameter. So these are the cookie and session that can be used for multiple identifier to control the cookie and data, control the cookie and operators. These are the behavior that we can check with cookie content data, right? So cookie content are going to check with stackle to identifying the session. Similarly, once you check the session with given parameter, that time we can identify the performance activity. That time we are going to identifying with task data set. That time we are going to identifying with given application and component. So these are the three data that we are going to check with session and cookie. So here we are going to check the session equal to first one word sorting application. Session equal to sorting application for what? This value we are going to use is set. Session start, fine. Then if is set equal to session, then we are going to view the count. If session is 0, what will happen? View plus 1. First count, second count, third count. Yields s underscore session, sorry, dollar underscore session equal view equal to 1. That means no number of visit equal to dollar session view. So view are going to display the session that can have the task data to perform the activity. These are the session you can identify to control the value and their identification. These are the session we can use for task identifier with different parameter. These are the session we can use for control activity and task application. So this session and cookie can have the multiple set of parameter to perform some basic operational data. Fine. So session are going to check the number of visit by the user into the system. Session are going to check number of visit by the user into the system. And cookie what they are going to check? Cookie are going to check what are the system count, how much time the system have taken to perform the activity. So these are the session and cookie that can be identifying with stackle, right? So session to check number of visit by the user, cookie to check how much time user was there into the system. That is the main difference between session and cookie. One is going to perform the time count and other is going to perform the application. So once you identify the time count with session and cookie, then we can perform the web application with any component. Any component means task, identifier, data, control, and application. These are the four components that we are going to use for session and cookie. So this is your all about the basic three program. So I think total 12 programs are there. Next program, what is that? Fine. So this is going to check the session. What they are going to check? The session of file. That means the same thing you have to store in the local host to check the session with given value. So once you check the session with given value, then we can identify the count with given parameter. Then we can identify the count with their application. These are the application data that can use for multiple task data performance, that can use for task identification to control the activity. So these are the two basic domain that we can use for session and cookie. Okay, this is big program, I think. Right. So now I'm binding now. I have to go a little outside. Till 10 o'clock market is open, so I have to purchase something. So tomorrow I'll explain the 4th, 5 and 6 program. And please tell other people also to join, okay?
Okay, sir.
Ankur, 01, 01. Okay, fine. So just tell to other people also and put your USN number. Okay. Tell other people also
Okay,
to
sir.
tell them to join tomorrow. Other people. I go outside. Some work is there, so I'm ending now. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.